Hey guys, Popeye here. Getting ready to hit the long trail in about a week, and I told some of you guys that know me that I would do a gear video, so I'm going to try to do a gear video right now. The first items we'll talk about are the big three, which is your pack, your shelter, and your sleeping arrangements. So I will start with that first. So the first item is a custom-made pack from Red Paw Packs out of Tampa, Florida that I had made. It is a 40-liter pack, which is smaller than my 55-liter that I took on the Appalachian Trail. Red Paw Packs down there. I did some customizations on my own for this. Did a lot of sewing to adjust it the way I want, so now I have to try to find a way to fit a lot of food and a lot of stuff in this pack. It's super light. It's made to order, so I had it made the way I wanted it, and got pockets in the front for my water and for my phone. No carabiner here, and the hip pockets so I can put my snacks, because that's what I eat along the trail. Pretty lightweight. I'm going to weigh everything once I get everything in it to know what my base weight is, and I will let you know. My next item is my shelter, the X-Mid Pro 2. I had the Nemo Hornet 2 on the Appalachian Trail, as well as the Duplex from Z-Pack, and I got rid of both of them and I picked this one up. It is also a lightweight tent like my Z-Pack, but the way it's designed is the poles do not go in the way of your door, so you can get in and out, and you can set it up with just 4 stakes instead of 6. So that'll be my tent of choice. It is a 2-person tent because I prefer the space, so I'm willing to take on the little bit of extra weight for having all my gear inside my tent. And I also have my ground cover, which I had on the Appalachian Trail. It's just a the Tyvek wrap you get from home builders, and I added my signs to it from when I'm hitching a ride. So this is super lightweight, and it's, because it's been worn, used so many times, it's real soft and easily usable. Okay, for my sleep system, I'm not going to be carrying my Kelty 20-degree mummy bag. I just picked this one up. Don't tell the wife. Outdoor Vitals. It is a 30-degree sleeping bag. It's actually brand new, but it's a 2021 model, so it's going real cheap. So this is down-filled. So this will keep me nice and warm. Even though summertime in Vermont, the higher elevations could be cold weather, so I don't take any chances with that. But I did want to go a little bit lighter in weight. And going with the 30 degree over the 20 will lighten my load a little bit. I also have an Outdoor Vital sleeping bag liner, and these things work really great. You can use it for like a blanket if you want to not sleep in your sleeping bag, and it adds supposedly like another 10 degrees to your comfort. So I had this on the Appalachian Trail, and I love being warm, don't like being cold. To go with my sleep system, I did finally break down and pick up another Nemo Tensor sleeping pad. I will not use any other tent sleeping pads. The company backs this stuff up, and I've had to replace a few of them. So I went and spent the money. They're not cheap. It's 3.5 inches thick, 18 ounces. It's 72 inches by 25 inches with a 5.4 R value, and the company's out of New Hampshire, and they back their stuff up. You get holes or whatever, and they'll get you a new one, because I have a couple of them that they did that for on the Appalachian Trail. So you sleep quiet on this, and I like the wide one because I roll around a lot, so I'm going to use this. And going along with my pad, the Nemo comes with a bag that you can inflate your pad with. You let the air come in through here, and then you squeeze it out. through there. But I'm taking a flex tail mini pump instead, and while I'm putting up my tent, this will be pumping up my air pad. What else we got here? Nope. Bug net, a small knife, a lighter, my cook stove. This is some ultralight string. Not sure if I'm taking a whole roll, but I'm going to use that for my food bag hang. If I need to hang my food, keep it away from the bears. It's a little ultralight headlamp. Oh, baby. I'll be taking that for nighttime. Here's my pooper scooper for digging cat holes when you have to do your business out in the woods. I'm hoping to do the cat hole challenge this time, which is see how far you can go before you have to dig a cat hole. So I'm hoping to utilize all the shelter previews and see if I don't have to dig a cat hole. And for my rain gear, I'm not sure. You see in the back hanging up, that's a paca. That will cover me and my backpack. It's kind of like a, I guess a parka or a poncho, but it's better than that. Kind of downside to that one is they have a bill on top, makes me look like a flying nun. So I'm not a fan of that. And you know, you can throw your pack on inside your tent, and then you're covered. But the problem is, then you got to do something with your tent. So if I take that, I'll have to figure a way to mount my tent like somewhere around the front here, so I can just put it on and keep going in the rain. But if not, I will use my frog tog coat. Comes with pants, but I'm not going to use the pants. A lot of hikers use these. They're really lightweight. They're cheap. You can get them at Walmart. The material is not as durable as some of the high-end rain jackets, but it really doesn't matter because you're out in the woods. If it falls apart, you can tape it up. It's no big deal. For my water filtration, Sawyer squeeze. I will always use this, and I will use my 2-liter CNOC bag. Very supple. You can easily wrap it up, and I'll put the filter itself in a dry bag, and that'll all be together, so I can use that whenever I need to filter water. Compass, don't leave home without it. And these are Dirty Girl gaiters. Those are going to go on my legs, and then I'll go over my shoe, and I'll attach my shoe to keep dirt and debris out. My bandana, as you can tell what my trail name is, right there. That'll hang on the front of my pack if I need it. And also, I take a sport towel, and that has multiple purposes. I can use it like a tablecloth where I'm putting my food out. If my tent has condensation, I can wipe it down. I keep that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bring this. This is just a little. I made this out of a sleeping pad. Cut it down. Sometimes I use it like if I take a break along the trail. There's something to sit on, and sometimes I put it in front of my tent so I don't get mud in my tent. Not sure if I'm going to bring it, but we'll see. Oh, for shoes, Hoka's. Not wearing anything else. Love these shoes. Lightweight, and they're breathable. So like I'll walk through a stream. I don't care if I get my feet wet because these things dry quick, and I'm just not going to stop and change into some Crocs or something else. I ain't going to do it. And the cook system, 700 milliliter titanium pot. And that's where my that goes. My lighter, and I got a little BRS stove, very tiny. And I hooked that up to my gas tank, and we're ready to go. Just hook it up to the tank. Turn it off. Get the little wing off. Voila. There you go. Alright, because I have a trekking pole tent, I need trekking poles to hold it up. It doesn't come with its own poles, that's why it's super light. And I went and bought another pair of these Cascades. Got 3 pair. My wife has one, and I had a pair for the AT, but I made it through the Mahoosic Notch in Maine, and I did a turtle on a little hill and landed on one of my poles and put a crack in it, so I decided to get a new pair. They're carbon fiber with cork handles. They're not the super lightest, but then again, they're not super expensive either. And I will use them for supporting my pole. They extend. And you'll see that as I do my long trail videos. Ultralight umbrella. Probably going to take that because if it rains, even though I have a rain jacket, it's really nice to have an umbrella. You keep the rain off you. You feel a lot better while you're hiking. Let's see. Battery bank for recharging my phone and my headlamp. Bunch of cords. Oh, titanium spork for eating my food. These are dehydrated wipes. All you have to add is like a cap full of water, and these are really cool to use. I use them for washing up at night with my Dr. Bronner's soap. It is peppermint, so it's supposed to keep the help keep the bugs away, but it feels really good after a long day of hiking to wash yourself up. We all know what that is, hand sanitizer. I will use that, especially when I'm in a privy, because I do not want to get norovirus again. Some toilet paper and some K-tape. I use K-tape for first aid. I can use that to wrap up if I sprain my ankle. I can use it for making bandages. And I can use it also if I start to get a blister. I can cut a small piece and just put it on my blister. Travel toothbrush, and I've ordered some, you can Google it, it's all over Amazon, dehydrated toothpaste, little blobs of toothpaste, and you just pop them in your mouth, and then you can brush your teeth. For a jacket, I'm still going to bring my, right there, my Columbia puffy jacket, 600 fill down jacket. I use that on the Appalachian Trail. And I will keep that with me all the time when I'm hiking, because you never know, in some of these higher elevations you get into a situation where you need to have some warm weather gear. With that being said, I have my wool gloves that I had on the AT, and I'm going to bring them. Wool hat, and sometimes I like using that when I'm sleeping. And I'm also bringing some base layers. Basically, it's like wool version of long johns. I think I might take all those items and vacuum seal them in a bag and use it for emergency purposes only. If I don't need them, they'll be packed nice and compact, and I will be able to just cut the bag if I need them, so they'll be water protected as well. This is a carabiner, and this is like the rope I'm going to use, that same line I showed you for doing my bear hang. Throw this over the tree, hook your bag to it, yank it back up. You'll see that if I do that on trail. And for clothing, taking 2 pair of running shorts. That's it. One for the day, one for at night. You're going to be sweaty and wet during the day, and as soon as I get to camp, I like getting into some dry clothes. So I'm taking 2 sets. You don't need any more than that. I don't have them all out here, but I'm taking 2 pair of Darn Tough socks. I still have some pairs that I had 3 years ago. These things are guaranteed for life. They're made in Vermont. It's wool, merino wool. So when I walk through water with my shoes, I'm not worried about it because both of them are dry, and wool will keep you warm even if it's wet. So you don't use cotton, no cotton. And this is my hoodie. It's a breathable hoodie that I actually summited Katahdin when I finished my through hike 3 years ago. I like using that while I'm hiking because it protects me from the sun, but it also protects me from the bugs. And then I will bring a breathable short sleeve, very similar to this, for nighttime. So, let me show you this. This is the remnants of my Nemo pad I had on the Appalachian Trail. You can see all the pinholes. I accidentally left a needle in it, and for miles and miles I couldn't figure it out until I found it. You can see where I've been patching. But what I learned from a buddy of mine, Papa Bear, is you can iron these things. Because I had another one that I pulled the corner of this, and this whole thing shredded, and I still have it because I ironed around the corner. And so what I did with this one, I cut it in half and I ironed it. And if I take my dog with me on a section, that's what she's going to sleep on. And we're going to make her a sleeping bag out of a fleece blanket. So we'll see if we end up taking her. So a lot of my items will be kept in bags. These are dry bags. This is probably the one I might put my food in, or possibly this one. And then I will toss them up over the tree, keep the bears out, unless they have bear faults at the shelters. Or my hat. This is a lightweight, breathable hat. I'll be wearing that. Not sure if I'm taking sunglasses because I'll be in the green tunnel this time of year. It's all going to be a lot of leaves, and aka the green tunnel. You won't be able to see much, except if there's outcroppings or whatever. So, aside from like water bottles I'll take a couple of water bottles with me, and maybe I'll do a small video on top of this one to show you what I'm bringing for food. So that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything real quick. So have a good night.
That's all, folks.